We begin with new developments in a story that seems to have more twists and turns every day.
Overnight, investigators announced charges in connection to the shooting of Alex Murdaugh.
He is the former South Carolina attorney whose wife and son were murdered 3 months ago.
South Carolina law enforcement officers arrested 61-year-old Curtis Smith for the roadside shooting that sent Alex Murdaugh to the hospital on September 4th. And in a surprising turn of events, investigators revealed Murdaugh orchestrated the crime, even providing Smith with the gun. We're told the goal was for Smith to kill Murdaugh so his son Buster could collect life insurance benefits. Smith appeared in a Colleton County court today on 2 drug charges. In this case, he still faces charges of assisted suicide, conspiracy to commit insurance fraud, pointing and presenting a firearm, and assault and battery. His next bond hearing is in Hampton County tomorrow morning.
As details were still coming out, Alex Murdaugh's attorney appeared on television to talk about his client's addiction, his latest crime, and a possible suspect in Maggie and Paul Murdaugh's killings. News 3's Andrew Davis is in the Lowcountry newsroom with that part of the story.
He was in a dark, dark place. That's why Dick Harpootlian, Alex Murdaugh's lawyer, says his client asked someone to help him commit suicide and then lied about it. And Murdaugh and his lawyer are now blaming it all on drugs.
He called this guy who met him on the side of the road, agreed to shoot him in the head, and this fake car breakdown. 30 minutes later, this guy shooting him in the head. Didn't try to persuade him not to do it. Didn't hesitate at all.
That is what Alex Murdaugh is now saying about how he was shot in the head last Saturday. It's all detailed in a 12-page report released by the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division late last night. Murdaugh says he called Curtis Smith, a man News 3 has learned he once represented in a personal injury case 8 years ago, to pull that trigger. A man without a criminal record, a man that Murdaugh's other attorney, Jim Griffin, though, told the New York Times was the person who Alex bought oxycodone from. Murdaugh only coming forward, according to his attorney Dick Harpootlian.
He didn't want law enforcement spending more time on this fake crime instead of focusing on solving the murders of Maggie and Paul.
The fake crime, the fraud committed, all about money. $10 million in insurance money Murdaugh believed his son Buster could only collect if he was murdered, not if he committed suicide. A ruse that wasn't even necessary.
Suicide exclusions are only good for 2 years, and he didn't realize that.
We're told the reason was depression. Murdaugh was trying to kick his opioid habit, spending millions, much of it stolen from his own family's law firm, according to Harpootlian, to buy pills.
Gave them the bank accounts, totally cooperated, and told them how to find out how much he spent, where it went, where the bank accounts were, what went in, what came out, and what was spent, checks written to drug dealers.
So if he lied about this crime, what is to say he isn't telling the truth about the murders back in June of his wife Maggie and son Paul, both found dead at the family's hunting property?
And again, to be clear, there's no connection between the shooting on the side of the road that he faked and the killing of his wife and son.
None whatsoever, except he was in a dark, dark, dark place. Jim Griffin and I are working on and investigating an individual or individuals we believe may have some culpability or had done it, and we're in the process of doing that. We're not SLED, we're not law enforcement, we don't have their tools, but we think we'll know this week whether the one suspect we're looking at bears further scrutiny, and we'll make that information available to law enforcement.
What would the motive be, Dick?
That would reveal who that person is, but it's personal. I mean, the motive would be personal.
Now, when asked if he believed that Alex Murdaugh would be charged and arrested, the answer was simply yes. Murdaugh is in a rehabilitation facility out of state right now, which is where he talked to investigators about this crime. And these are direct charges by the Attorney General's office. That means they will prosecute the case, not the 14th Circuit Solicitor's office. Now, I asked SLED why he hasn't been arrested yet, if he admitted to faking this shooting, but they have not responded to my question. Andrew Davis, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Thank you, Andrew. We have been following this story since the beginning. To see more of our coverage, go to WSAV.com/Murdaugh.